Warning! The following Let's Play contains scenes of high-speed racing, drifting, near misses, and tons of crashes. Please obey the rules of the road and always wear your seatbelt.
Howdy y'all, this is Texas Gaming Industries here, and welcome back to another episode of my Let's Play of Burnout 2 Point of Impact. In the previous episode, we completed our third face-off, completed our third Grand Prix, and completed our third sprint race, the Crystal Freeway. And in this episode, we're going to do pursuit number 3 as well as our fourth Grand Prix. But you might be noticing, I got this and currently in this. This is because the recording basically failed, so I have to basically redo some of this stuff, which is okay. So, basically we're going to do the pursuit and basically stop this mystery car, so to speak. Alright, so, like I said, the recording failed. Somehow, this game hasn't been working very well for this episode. Ranging from an error from recording, the game crashing, or something being in between. You know how things are for these types of programs. But other than that, we got to basically take this car down within the time limits before we reach the... Whoa! Okay. Ooh! That is actually really good! Oh! Couldn't that count as a win? I guess not. Whoa! Oh, that was too close for comfort. Oh, bother, it snuck around me. But it won't get away from me for too long. Alright, we're nearing the crystal... Good. Oh! Stupid SUV! Come on, just keep up with it a little bit longer. That's all I need. Three units. Ah! Jeez. I might be the most crazy of police officers if I get into so many accidents while chasing down a car. Which kind of begs the question why I'm driving in a police car anyway if I'm a street racer. Maybe I secretly stole one of these cars? So I could basically add new cars to my collection? Oh! Check it, I thought I have to go for another wreck. But he's now no longer gonna get away from me! He just flew out of nowhere. But yeah, that's our final Grand Prix. Well, our final pursuit in this mode of the Grand Prix. 2 minutes 18 seconds for crashes, 2 million points. And we basically unlocked a new car called the Gangster. And if I was able to do this before, on the first try, I would unlock Pursuit Mode, which allows me to basically do a Pursuit Mode without being in Championship Mode. But anyway, speaking of championships, I was basically starting off in this in one of the recordings before it failed, so we basically need to restart. Yeah. So I was thinking, instead, we'll just take one of these cars out for a spin, which would be the Gangster. Now, the car has good control and speed, but there's one glaring problem that you'll soon encounter once we start the race. As you can see, as soon as we reach third gear, that's where we're staying. This car is only capable of traveling at gear 3, compared to the other cars which have gear 4, 5, or even 6. So, according to information on the Burnout 2 wiki, this car is basically one of the worst accelerating cars in the game. This is because, due to the free speeds, getting to top speed from a standing start without boost or a rocket boost at the start of a race is basically the reason why it's so slow to catch up. And if you basically drive this, you're basically risking your entirety of your whole career on this. But I did promise I want to at least try using almost every car in the Grand Prix modes. Ugh. Whoa, that roadster had a nasty wreck right there. But it won't phase us, though. Okay. Whoa! Whoa! Now that was insane right there. Up! And of course that muscle car just slipped through the middle. But yeah, that inertia drift right there, it was like insane. I hit the wall, my car was about to crash into the wall, but I was able to like control it and get it back into like a proper angle. Normally whenever that happens, my car just spins out. But not that time. Ugh. As you can see, the car can only get up. It's so slow to catch up because the car's maximum speed is only 133 miles an hour on a downhill. Or actually, no. It could actually reach 140, surprisingly. And if you're probably wondering what this car is, it's basically modeled after the Duesenberg SJs, a type of car from the 1920s and 30s, which are known for having the straight 8 engines. Well, I meant to say straight 8 engines, but also fitted with supercharger. Well, God, I can't talk today. Basically, this car is fitted with a straight 8 engine, along with a new piece of technology at the time, a supercharger. This was way before turbocharging became like a thing. So basically, this car has a lot of power in real life, and it was quite popular among celebrities and gangsters, hence why this is called the Gangster, because many people liked this car because it was fast, and it was very fancy. But a minute 29, a lot better than the 1 minute and 34 seconds exactly on our first lap. Alright. Up! Father. Didn't see that billboard so close up before. If I had the chance, I would probably stop and read all of them. But we're in a race and I have to stay in the lead. Now, this variant of the course is not easy for myself because of that super sharp turn near the small little town area. But it's going to be different once we start racing on the reverse portion of this course. Up! Darn bus. Now, as you can see, since I crashed, now I have to basically get back up to speed before some of the faster cars with higher gears catch up. Oh, straight to pain on that one. Just make sure I get away from all of them as much as possible. Perfect. Alright, let's have a look at our results. Okay, on one of my recordings I got the best total time, but I only got the 4th best. 4 minutes and 39 seconds exactly. Which, basically, fastest lap, 1 minute and 29 seconds. But I feel like we should see a little bit of this replay, just for fun, since I was able to do that super ricochet on that corner, I think. I don't remember if it's first or second, because I was basically focusing on staying in the lead and winning this race. But yes, basically it has the familiar pipes of the straight A engine from Duesenberg on the side because of those pipes. And surprisingly, you may think this is a convertible, but it's basically a hardtop car. Okay, heading into the intersection. And then this happens. Darn, I couldn't basically see on what the heck happened there. Oh well. But yeah. So, we're in the lead with the roadster behind us in the total rankings. Our next course, 88 Interchange. Now, because this is basically the same course we've done numerous times before, they added the weather effects. So instead of a sunny day, now we're driving in a foggy haze. This is because, since we're doing the same course all over again, they need to basically change it up a bit. And we're off to a good start. Alright, entering the tunnel. Slow. The word slow is not a part of the street racing dictionary. I have to give credit, this Gangster car is quite stable, but it's a lot different once it reaches full speed mode, aka in boost mode. Because this car has a tendency to basically be like the muscle if it was turning without boost. As you can basically see, as soon as I enter this, the rear tires basically, well, you know, they basically lose their grip. Okay, passing through the first set of cars. Whoa. I don't know if I was able to get that boost from a drift or from a near miss. If it was from a near miss, I would be surprised. Okay, passing through. And we're basically still in the lead, surprisingly, without a single crash happening to us yet. Now, you may have noticed that on some of the corners I've been turning on at boost mode, I only gently have been turning the control stick to turn my car. That's because if you gently turn the control stick, the car will basically turn a lot slower, but it will basically keep it under control. Because if I do it right here, that was a bad example. I think I might be able to do it in the tunnel. It wasn't ideal, but at least I was able to get through that corner without sliding all over the place. Speaking of sliding, whoo-wee! Now that's what I call a perfectly timed drift. Oh, whoa. If I'm able to get through this, woo-wee, that is like some of the best drifting I've done in that section. No crashes whatsoever. Okay, 5 minutes. Well, 5 seconds in front. If it was 5 minutes, I would be like so shocked. I'm like owning these players. But here's a good example on why I gently turn the control stick on a curve like this. Not only am I able to keep up with my speed, but my car won't spin all over the place. Ooh. times 2? Let's keep this burnout train going. Okay. Alright, burnout mode is over, but still good! Darn it, there goes my chance of completing a course without crashes. Hopefully Big Surf Shores will basically be different. Which, by the way, is our next course if you don't know. Practically dull. Okay, now it's basically personal. I'm surprised my Gangster car could actually speed past the Roadster, even though that car has better acceleration than mine. It basically just can't survive as long with top speed alone. Oh! Father, I thought I was able to sneak past it. Oop. I was able to get in front of that muscle car to get me back up into speed again. Ooh, that was nicely done. Except for the fact I hit a wall. But it's a small price to pay, I guess. Whoa. And across the line. 2 crashes. Not what I was expecting. But we did get the 4th best lap time with 2 minutes and 39 seconds, exactly with 500 milliseconds. Alright. 5 minutes, 38 seconds. 5 minutes, 38 seconds, 100 milliseconds for total time. Fastest lap, 2 minutes, 39 seconds, and 500 milliseconds. 3 crashes, 10 million points. And now we're on to our 3rd race of this Grand Prix, Big Surf Grove. Now, it's basically nighttime on this course, and it's raining. But it's not going to affect our acceleration and stability on this course because, surprisingly, even if it's raining or you're driving on dirt, the car's stability and control is not affected at all. Like, your car is like designed to travel on all terrain no matter what. Which is kind of surprising. Because in real life, that's not the case. I guess maybe behind the scenes between each race, the drivers basically replace their tires for depending on the weather condition. Like, if it's raining here, they basically put on special rain tires, or something like that. I'm not so sure. Okay, that course is not going to be the one that gives me that perfect race. But, however, it is going to give me a good boost right at the music drop. Whoa! I did a 2-wheelie. That's, like, awesome. Whoop! Woo! I was able to get through that without even much of this sliding into traffic. Whoa! Whoa! Oh! Whoa! Okay. This might be one of the most insane races I have been through to date. Because I was able to get through all of that without crashing my car or basically spinning out. So, 4.6 seconds ahead of the SUV, which surprisingly is keeping up with us, even though it doesn't have a whole bunch of top speed. I was asking for that one. I wasn't paying attention. Huh. Okay. Boost on. Holding on to the corner. And that too. If I don't know how to basically cut down corners to basically get better lap times, I don't know how. Oh. Whew. That one was way too close. If I'm able to get through all of this with just this car alone, I'm just going to be surprised. Okay. Up. Hit a checkpoint as soon as I crashed. You know, it's kind of funny. There are times that I basically crossed over the finish line and I crashed. Like, my crash was basically a victory. I mean, jeez, I still can't talk. That sedan basically nearly ruined my career. But as I was saying, it's like the moment I cross the finish line, my victory basically is destroyed by a car crash. And they basically, like, give the first place winner to, like, second place. Because the first place winner is dead. And trust me, I played Crash Mode, and it is not for the faint of heart. Especially those who want to hear people who hear car horns blare for the entirety of the surveillance scene. Hence why I'm only focusing on the races and pursuits, rather than everything else. Okay, ×2 Burnout, which is good. ×3. ×4. Let's see how far we can take this. ×5. ×6. And that's basically it. ×6 on Burnouts. That is, like, awesome. And I nearly had a full boost meter, too. But fortunately, I'm still a good ways away from many of the other drivers, so won't have to worry about that. Basically full speed again. Darn, I was hoping for another 2-wheelie. But that's fine, though. Alright. Just a little bit longer in the front of the pack, and then we'll basically finish this course. Alright! Our gold medal is ours. Now let's basically look at some of the results. Third best total time, but have the newest, biggest air, oncoming, and burnout total. Nice. Okay. 5 minutes 45 seconds for total time. Fastest lap 1 minute 23 seconds, 950 milliseconds. 4 crashes, 29 million points. And we're still on the leaderboard with the muscle car creeping behind us. Our next race will basically be at Palm Bay Heights, but we'll basically save that for next time. So, next time on Burnout 2, we're also going to continue this, as well as see what happens after that. If you liked this episode of my Let's Play of Burnout 2, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to Texas Gaming Industries for new videos uploaded every Friday at 12 p.m. Central Standard US time. This is Texas Gaming Industries saying thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!